WYYZ Jasper. Right now, I'm happy to have in studio who we have been threatening to get in here. Well, Mr. Phil Blackwell, along with Chris Blackwell. Glad to have you boys in with me.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, glad to be here.
We are going to have so much fun. You've got some great music to play. You're going to be playing some stuff that Jeff wrote that y'all have been playing.
Yes.
I get things like Jeff jamming out and about. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, we stay pretty busy with something all the time.
Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Exactly. Now, how was Jeff Jam?
Went really, really good. Had a lot of great bands down all weekend or all day, and
This is our third year?
third year
doing it. So it
Wow.
was,
had a bike ride this year, Jeep ride, and it went really good. Raised a little bit of money, so
That's a full day of it. I know you said
Yeah.
there was, 5 bands in total?
at least.
yeah, at least
you
5
know.
bands.
And a lot of the same members spread out across all those bands. So
Yeah.
you could say it was one big band broke up throughout the day, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah,
Wow. And it all went to what? Pennies with a Purpose?
yeah.
for
Pennies with a Purpose. They give financial help to local people in the area. You can go on and put an application in and get financial assistance, rides to and from treatments, or even groceries or whatever you need.
That was one of the things that Jeff was real passionate about. As you know, he was taking chemo and all that, and a lot of people he would see there struggling to get transportation back and forth. And he said, I'd really like to help these people. So we thought, hey, it's a great opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so we're looking forward to the 4th annual coming up next year.
Oh, yeah.
But people don't have to wait that long to be able to see you. I mean, we've got so much. We were talking about all the different places you've got playing coming up heck, you're going to be at Rocco's tonight with the Backsliders, and then turning right around the corner and coming January, you'll be out there, both of you,
Yeah.
with a great country
The
jam.
double dose. Yeah, we're going to do a kind of a country jam night kind of thing where we'll play a little bit and have folks set in and play and
Yeah, be
all
able to
that
just
kind of thing.
be able to kind of just because there's so many great musicians here and so many people that either used to be in bands but don't have the time to fill it out, or they're playing so much with one band that they like to get out and kind of experiment and try things with different folk.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. As the old saying is, you can't hardly throw a rock without hitting a musician around here.
Yeah.
And even harder to find a Blackwell that isn't a musician.
or trying to be like.
Yeah, wanting to
You
be.
know, yeah. Well,
Now,
Yeah.
what's this first song we're going to be hearing?
well, that depends, Phil. We're going to be again the docile, sultry tones of Phil Blackwell on the vocals here, so I'll leave it up to him. Yeah.
Well, let's see. We can do one of Jeff's songs.
Okay.
We could do "Get Even," maybe.
Okay, that's a good one.
Get
Yeah.
warmed up on.
On
This
the,
is one Jeff wrote back many, many, many years ago, probably 20, 25
Yeah.
years ago,
Mhm.
and we just keep on with it. It's a really good song.
A lot of people liked it, and on the CD we did, great local singer Jacob Bryant sang this song, and Phil's going to now do his best to recreate that.
This is,
I don't know how much recreating I can do, but we'll try our best to do Jeff good, anyways.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 1.
Don't call me your baby anymore, 'cause you been running around and now I found out for sure. You don't really love me, but you don't want to let me go. And there's one thing, honey, I think you ought to know. Baby, I don't get mad, but I'm gonna get even. And you can think about that the next time you see me leaving. If you want to play around, you don't have to give me a reason. Baby, I don't get mad, but I'm gonna get even. What kind of fool are you trying to play me for? 'Cause you're a fool to think I'm gonna sit home by the door while you run around and play your cheat. think it's only fair that I get to do the same. Baby, I don't get mad, but I'm gonna get even. And you can think about that the next time you think about leaving. If you wanna play around, you don't have to give me a reason. Oh no. Baby, I don't get mad, but I'm gonna get even. Yeah, baby, I don't get mad, but I'm gonna get even. Yeah, yeah.
The old signature Jeff Blackwell, yeah, at the end.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So that's probably my favorite Jeff song.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so catchy and just really, I mean, that's a great song.
Yeah, he's got several. Sometime when I think of it, I've got a CD with a bunch of his songs on it, and I'll bring it to let you listen to some of his other stuff that we don't normally do.
Yeah, when we started to record that record, it was hard to decide which ones to do. But everybody's got their favorite tune that Jeff's written through the years, and luckily, he was still around to kind of say, give us the yay or nay. And
So from the sounds of it, it needs volume 2. Like a second volume of all the songs they did.
volume 2, of course. Yeah. I was about to say, well, we can play it as loud as we need to, but yeah, absolutely. Volume 2 is coming. That's what everybody that was, man, and I got to tell you, I was so lucky when I had the idea to do this record. Jeff was sick and all that, and I said, well, man, let's record some of your songs. And it just that fast, I just saw everybody that I would want to be involved in it, and luckily everybody I called said, yeah. You know, and just an all-star cast of musicians, and we, of course, Phil came in and sang, and Family Harmony and the whole thing, which we all grew up with. But it was good, and so we all decided collectively that we must do, another group. We only got 4. Time was of the essence and all that, so we went ahead and got done what we could, so we could all enjoy it while Jeff was still with us and all that, but. We even got him singing on one.
Oh,
he came by
nice.
the studio one day, and I said, sing us a scratch vocal, and a song called I'm in Love with Another Woman, which I think we'll play here in a second. And he sat there and held a microphone and sang, and when we were mixing the record down, I said, you know what? I don't think I can let anybody else sing this one. We'll just keep Jeff's vocal on there, and we did. So that's the one that's on the record,
good, So.
But yeah, man, Volume 2 coming soon.
Excellent. That's exciting. So now this next song we're going to hear?
Next song is, he called it The Woman I Used to Be, and then it's been called In Love with Another Woman. And, so I really don't know if we've decided on the exact real name of this song or not. But,
this song is called I'm in Love with Another Woman, the woman you used to be.
Exactly. So it's all together thing, one thing.
Well, you want to do that one?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it.
1, 2, 1, 2,
Well, I never thought I'd ever hold someone new, 'cause I always loved the way we were so much. But lately there's been such a change in you, until it feels like we're strangers every time we touch. I'm in love with another woman, 'cause you're no longer in love with me. I've done everything I can to try and make you see I'm in love with another woman, the woman you used to be. You don't have to be my lover, but I sure could use a friend. until I can discover what happened to the way we were back then. I'm in love with another woman, 'cause you're no longer in love with me. I've done everything I can to try and make you see I'm in love with another woman, the woman you used to be. I'm in love with another woman, the woman you used to be. Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Well, thank you, Matt.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good one. And on that one, that was the one that Jeff did sing on
Yeah.
the record. And we got Phil on there singing harmony. And I'd also like to mention a couple other people on the record.
Of course.
We've got on a song called Simple Love, a fella named James David Carter, singer that a lot of people might know from that show The Voice.
Yeah.
But I've been working with James off and on for years. And Jacob Bryant, we said, and Jeff. And then on the final tune, it's a great ballad that Jeff wrote, a singer named Rick Davis. A lot of folks around here know Rick's great singer and played with Jeff off and on through the years.
Yeah.
He's
Rick will be up tonight with us at Rocco's tonight.
Yeah.
Backsliders.
Yeah.
So.
And before anybody gets mad at me, I would also need to mention that we had Galen Matthews playing steel. Great Galen, is a legend in these parts.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, for a lot of things, but among them, steel guitar playing. And on the record on piano, a friend of mine named Shannon Wickline from Nashville, who tours with the Charlie Daniels Band, and Wayne Vire on drums, and then how could we leave out the great Ivan Duke?
Yeah, the one and only Ivan.
The one and only Ivan Duke on bass and everything else, But it was the whole thing was a true labor of love.
Yeah.
Glad we got to do it, and Jeff really liked it. And what more can you say?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I remember back. It's been 100 years in the making, of course, with Jeff and Ivan and Rick. They've all played together in bands throughout the years, and Ivan, he is a good one.
He's a good one.
He is what we've adopted him into the Blackwell family.
Honorary.
He's an honorary Blackwell now.
Whether he likes it or not, he might.
Yeah.
He might take issue with that, but it's there.
Yeah.
Like it or not.
Yeah, he's got it now. He can't lose it now. So.
Yeah. But Jeff did have a lot of these songs sitting around that he had tried and wanted to record and kind of half recorded through the years, and I finally said, "Hey, man, we're doing it," and we did. And I'm just glad that it turned out good. Everybody seems to love those songs, and I'm glad we got a good recording of them for people to enjoy, and we'll do it again.
Now, for people that I know that there's probably not a ton of different copies floating around, but if somebody wants to be able to purchase one out there, is there an email they can send it to so you guys can burn one for them, get it to them?
Of course.
Get that?
Yeah. Easiest way is just to find Phil or I on Facebook,
Yeah.
And that's easy enough to do.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? And,
We're on Facebook.
Just ask us about it. I still get a lot of people asking me, and I go ahead and send one right out. We've got to keep a bunch on hand there at the house, and glad to do it.
Yeah, I've got a few CDs now that I could actually give to some people, but I can always burn some more. And actually, we was talking about Ivan Duke earlier. I know he's out there listening.
Yeah, wherever he may
be right now. He's got a CD we'd like to mention.
I thought I told you to leave your phone in the car, Phil. Yeah.
Well, you know how it is. He's got a CD out with, I think, about 10 of his songs on it. That's available. I think you can go to ivanduke.com. I think he's went big time and got his own website.
Man, yeah, so. He's legitimate. He's legitimate, but he's also on Facebook.
He's on Facebook also. He comes up and plays. He plays with us. He'll be one of the one of the ones on the Sunday afternoons. It's going to be, what is it, the last Sunday of the month?
Yeah, last Sunday of the month, 2 to 6, so it should be a great time.
Yeah, we'll have a big time.
Oh, yeah. It'll be musicians far and wide.
Yeah.
And we might even let some of them come in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, I've kind of forced you into doing a Christmas song.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, because that's one thing, and speaking of Ivan, I want to get Ivan to come by and do a Christmas song. We can get
of
Rick to come by.
Oh, yeah.
All these different folks, because I think that's just something that'd be really nice to have, is just all these great musicians doing at least one Christmas song out.
Tis the season.
Exactly. It kind of gets us all, and there's so many different versions. I think that's the neat thing about Christmas music is everybody has different things, from those traditional religious to maybe the more rocking country versions, or just straight up rock Christmas.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff. I mean, I don't even know what you're going to be playing. We could hear anything from Silent Night to Brian Setzer. We'll just have to see what we're going to have to happen.
Well, we'll find out right along with you.
Yeah. We're going to find this out all together, Chris, for sure. But we'll do an old Christmas song. I believe Buck Owens. came out
Buck
with
Owens?
this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's
I
the
don't know
one
if he
that's
wrote
the
it,
one I know. I don't.
but he's the one I always remember hearing on the weekends on the big stereo at home.
Yeah.
Was the Buck Owens version. So I don't know what version this is going to turn out to be with my nasally head the way it is, but we're gonna try it.
This
anyway.
might be Buck Nowens.
This is Buck Owens
Yeah.
right here for sure. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. It's not the way I had him pictured. Santa wasn't much too thin. He didn't come down the chimney, so Mama must have let him in. Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. Well, they thought I was fast asleepin'. They thought I was tucked in bed. They never thought I'd come a-peepin', or that I'd hear what was said. Santa put his arm around Mama, and Mama put her arm around him. So if Santa Claus ain't Daddy, well, I'm gonna tell on them. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. It's not the way I had him pictured. Santa wasn't much too thin. He didn't come down the chimney, so Mama must have let him in. Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. I never saw Dancer or Prancer. I never heard the sleigh bells ring. I never saw red-nosed reindeer like they showed on the TV screen. But he sure brought lots of presents, so Santa Claus he must have been. Well, he sure looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. It's not the way I had him pictured. Santa wasn't much too thin. He didn't come down the chimney, so Mama must have let him in. Yeah, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. Yeah, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. Oh, Merry Christmas from the Blackwell Boys.
Well, excellent. I'm so glad you guys took time to come out and be able to stop in.
Thank you
And
so much for having us, man.
Oh, yes, I appreciate
Fun,
it.
fun.
we've been threatening to get it to happen for a while now. I'm glad we finally got it to come through.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tell everybody to look us up on Facebook and send us a friend request. And
Yeah, and if anybody wants a copy of Jeff's the tunes that we did, Jeff's songs, please find us, hit us up.
Excellent. So many different ways to catch the Black Boys out playing between the jams coming up. Then tonight, Phil, you'll be out with the Backsliders beginning at 7. And then 2 to 6 starting in January.
Yeah.
Last Sundays of the month for both of you. And
we play, there'll be a Wednesday night. I don't know if this is already I don't know if we've got anything coming up in December on a Wednesday night, but they may be a possibly a Wednesday somewhere in the December,
mix.
in the mix. We're up there a lot. We enjoy playing up there.
Well, you're just playing all over the place, so yeah, be looking
Rocco's a
forward
good
to it.
guy.
Yeah.
And, we appreciate him having a place for all the musicians to go. There's a lot of good musicians, local musicians.
Oh, it's just heaps.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. Just from here north, because I'm growing up in Young Harris, and I think there's something about just the mountains that
for
really
sure.
just makes us hide. I mean, this is the first
Well, hey,
mountain
man,
city
there-
and going north.
What else is there to do? Somebody asked me one time, said, "What's up with ball ground and everybody been able to play something?" I said, "Man, there ain't nothing else going on."
Yeah, when we were growing up, my dad and Jeff's dad was brothers,
Yeah.
and Jeff and his dad was brothers, Chris's dad. So during all those times, there was bluegrass. It was bluegrass, when I was growing up, and that's what I started out on. And I want to get sometime or another and get a little bluegrass something together, pick
Well,
some
now
bluegrass.
listen, I've got some Mondays. Speaking of, we've been talking about bluegrass. I know Rocco's out there listening. Now, if you want to do some bluegrass picking,
Yeah.
because I think that's what we're looking at doing on some of those Mondays we have, because it brings out, because we do the Porch Hill Pickers the last Monday of the month, and people get to come out and enjoy it, and we're trying to want to add in some more bluegrass. So if you ever want to do a
You hear
little
that,
picking and
Rocco?
grinning,
We're talking to you, buddy. Yes,
I want to get Chris Blackwell on that guitar, turn loose on some bluegrass is what I want to do. So
I guarantee we'll run at least half the people.
well, it'll be
I'm out of it.
fantastic, and
Or it could be good.
hey, I think it'll be good. I'm gonna
would be
lean
fun,
toward
no?
great. But thanks so much. Now, once again, people can check you out on your Facebooks.
yes,
Yes.
sir.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Blackwell and Chris Blackwell.
Chris Blackwell, yeah. I've been called a lot worse, but we'll stick to that for Facebook. Yeah.
Well, excellent. Well, thank you so much for stopping in and playing some music and just hanging out with us today.
Thank you,
Appreciate
brother.
it, Matt.
Hey, thank you.